Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Dan and Shay here, using the Wanderer's Tarot. Why would I use the Wanderer's Tarot? Because I'm probably wandering right now. So I am at the base of the San Francisco Peaks. Some of you may say, Danny, there are no peaks in San Francisco. I mean, there's some mountains, there's some hills, and didn't Jesse Colin Young? Ooh, Youngbloods. Wow, why did that pop into my head? But I think he had a mountaintop, but it wasn't a peak. It was a mountaintop. So here I am in at the base of the San Francisco Peaks, and I'm listening to loggers, and I'm listening to gunshots. I'm like, oh, good Lord. I forget. I forget what we do. So, I'm going to use the Wanderer's Tarot. I'm going to do a little bit of politics later on, I think. It's going to be short because I got to hit the road. So, what is Mother Earth? What's the message from Mother Earth before I get into the weeds with politics? What's the message from Mother Earth using the Wanderer's Tarot? And I'm getting a pull to use my Galactic Heritage cards because it really feels like we're in, I keep saying we're in this shift, but we are, I think that they may be able to give us some clarity on the structure of the path that we're on. Does that make sense? Okay. So thank you all for being here. Oh, and thank you all for all the readers. That is really good. You know how you have road tunes? Certain tunes just keep you going? Well, tarot readers, that's good road stuff. Good road noise. And then sometimes the tires, just the hum of the tires is good road noise too. And you get into this zone and you hear things in your head. Okay. All right. Mother Earth, Gaia. Any messages from where I am that you want to share with us using the Wanderer's Tarot? I should have my Ramblin' shirt on, but I should have a Wanderer's shirt. Okay, what am I looking at? See, these cards are very intuitive for me because they are nowhere near the Rider-Waite. So it's 3 cards. What? I'm going to hit pause. Okay, and you'll see why I hit pause, because this deck is so, I really like it. Black and white. So here we have the High Priestess. What does Mother Earth have to share with us? There's some secrets. There's some hidden things that she has not told us about. How dare her? Come on, I thought, let's be open. No secrets, Mother Earth. No secrets. Okay. Yeah, she's got some secrets, the High Priestess. And what I just heard from Mother Earth is, I'm not keeping secrets. If you shut up, geez, she's cranky a little bit. If you shut up and get quiet and listen, I will tell you what I'm feeling. I'll tell you some of the secrets. Okay. All right. The next card I get, and I had to really look at this, it's this one. And I'm not sure if that's the right direction or this is the right direction. I'm thinking that should be at the bottom, but when I look at the deck for the first time, those are always at the top. So is there a backwards thing to it? I have to get the book and look at it. Either way, it doesn't matter because it kind of goes the same way. This is the Eight of Feathers, Eight of Wands. Something fast, something big, something important, something that will, there's a rotation, there's a portal energy to this as well. So when we drop into Mother Earth, into this portal energy, we get it. I'm just getting the draw to drop into Mother Earth. Pay attention to the grounding aspects that we talk about all the time on this channel. Whether you get out and walk barefoot in the dirt, not asphalt. Asphalt isn't grounding, but if you can get on dirt, sand. Okay, I was going to say something stupid and dangerous, so I didn't. Like, there's okay, I'll say it anyway. There's grounding mats, and you plug yourself, you plug the mat into the wall, but it's just the ground that goes into the grounding mat. So I was going to say, stick your fingers in an electrical outlet, but no, don't do that. It's the grounding mat. See? I'm wandering. So we have the High Priestess. We have the Eight of Wands. Things moving fast. Ground yourself. Stay grounded with this. Get into the portal of Mother Earth and her secrets. And then we have the Seven. Sorry about the glare. The Seven of Wands. And clearly this looks like this is the right direction because we have the smoke going up. But then again, maybe the smoke's actually going down, and it looks like tree roots here if you look at that. So I think this deck is asking me to read reversals, which is kind of cool. So, but I'm going to read it up like this, and this is this feels like, take one of these Eight of Wands, all this information that's coming at us. Take one of those pieces of information out. You don't need it. Put it over a fire, a ceremonial fire. Let it go. That's what I'm hearing. Let it go. Okay. Thank you, Mother Earth. The thing that I was going to read on with, let's see if the Galactic energy has anything to share with us. Anything additional that you have to share with us at this time? And I'm using my Galactic Heritage deck. Anything you want to share? I don't know if it does. You know, sometimes when you're shuffling cards and they just don't shuffle, they kind of like get blocked. Oh, what do we got? Ooh. Well, at the base, Black League patterning. This is like, again with the hiccups, this is like being the Jedi Knights and learning to nurture. It feels like we are so divided on everything. I was watching Judy Woodruff on PBS, and she was talking about that the main thing both political sides are done with is the divisiveness. Now, how do we get there? That's a different point, but it's learning to nurture. Okay, 3 cards real quick. And that is the message from the Galactic Heritage. How do we nurture? How do we get back to balance? Because if we go too far to the left, that's not right. See what I did just there? That's not right. No, that's left. We're wandering. Here we go. Ultimate evolution, light of awareness, and balance. Wow, great cards. ultimate evolution. We are getting there, especially if we can, and we're stepping into that light of awareness. These are towards the end of the deck. These are towards the end of the journey. And so we're getting closer and closer to source energy with this deck. The challenge, what we need to work on, is just what I just said. Balance. Balance. And this is the Arcturian energy, the Arcturus energy of parallel. So it's not to the right, it's not to the left, it's not to the future, it's not to the back. It's parallel to all of this. Wow. Big messages. Big messages. PsychicDuck is behind the curtain. Yeah. He's going, let me out. I want to say something. Ignore the duck behind the curtain. Okay. Let's see how this new deck, this is a traveling deck I got, and it's the Centennial issue of the Smith. 11 minutes. Let's see. I made the mistake of looking at some news, and I saw that the House had passed the BBB, and I saw some of the things that they changed from the money accounts for growth and advancement. Money accounts for growth and advancement. MAGA. They changed the name to the Trump accounts. Oh, good Lord. And I try not to cuss, but I just went Cheez-Its and rice. And so I didn't cuss. All right. I don't know much about this stuff. But anyway, before we get going, rest in peace, Connolly, Jerry Connolly from Virginia. He was 75. He passed. If he was still around, that would have been one more vote. I still think it's going to go. I think MAGA is pushing this forward. And I can't help but think that it's just going to turn around and bite them all. And I go, I don't know how that's going to happen. And I keep thinking, have we learned our lessons yet? Can we switch? Can we move on? No, you have to learn more. No, we don't. Yes, you do. Okay. What more do we need to learn? So the top things I looked at, the Trump account. Oh, geez. The salt for blue states, is that going to help? I never heard of the salt. It seems like it is, you can use state taxes to offset your federal taxes. For example, if in California we pay really high property taxes, and so even though we have Prop 13 that keeps the base from jumping, like in other states, it can only go up 1.3%, I think. But then they can add special assessments, local things, they can add that on. But your property tax is set from when you buy it. The challenge is the prices are so high that you're paying a lot in taxes. And there's things that you can do to reduce that. We're not getting into it. So it'll help in the blue states. But is this something that is really needed, is beneficial? Certainly it's going to help me a little bit because I live in California. Salt. Is this good, bad for the general population? King of Cups. Oh, you know what? See, I keep thinking, now, King of Cups is a wise king, comforting. It's my Joe Biden card. Not the Joe Biden card that Jerk Taper wrote. I'm so pissed at him. Oh my God. I am so pissed at all these people talking about that. They're not talking about Pumpkinhead's decline, and they're not talking about the great things that Biden did and the economy that he left us with. The only reason we're not crashing and burning harder is because of Joe Biden. The King of Cups. And I keep thinking, all this stuff is going to go away once they figure out that this is an illegitimate administration. And I go, give me something. Give me something besides the King of Cups, please. Give me something a little more tangible. And I hear in my head, have faith, young Daniel. Okay. I'm gritting my teeth. Okay. Here we go. King of Cups. This is not Joe Biden dying. This is the death of, I forgot the actual question, but I think it was something to do with, have we learned our lesson? Are we moving on? Yes, we are. We are ending a cycle and we are moving on to another. And it's another leader that is bringing forth information, strong information. We have the Page of Pentacles, and we get sadness, loss. So many of our cups have been tipped over in our government. We still have 2 cups left over. Okay. Y'all know that, the ones who have been with me for a while know that I am the election, not the, but a election truther. I believe this election was stolen. I believe Kamala Harris. I should read on her. Maybe I'll do that. Tomorrow's Friday. Maybe that'll be a ramble. If I get there. But I'm always thinking Kamala Harris is going to take her rightful place as POTUS. We need the Lotus as POTUS. Need it. It's needed. Really, it is. But I go, come on now. Give me something tangible. I'm gritting my teeth. Okay. So we have 2 cups still standing. And when I said that, I went, ooh, Joe and Kamala. Now, I know Joe's probably, he might not be there, but his essence will. I don't think that he will. Is that why this book came out? To make sure he was not reinstated as POTUS when this regime falls? Is that why? Okay. The last card I got, it's the Moon card. Secrets being revealed. Maybe during the full moon, something. I don't know if I can drop this down for you to see it, but I have King of Cups, Death, Wands, Page of Pentacles, a young energy coming forth, bringing forth some new project, the sadness of all that is, all the cups that we have spilt, yet we got 2 cups still there, and secrets coming out. Secrets coming out. This top row, King of Cups, Death, and the King of Wands. For entertainment only, this is This is not a physical death, especially next to these two king cards. I mean, some people may read it as that, but I'm not. So, not at this reading. So, yeah. All right. I want to look at this plane that it was reported that it came to the U.S. It was reported that it came to the U.S. What's going to happen? I just don't see it. I see Trump maybe flying in it. Maybe he's going back to Saudi Arabia in it. I don't know. How can the MAGA folks, how can they say this is okay? Okay, 21 minutes. This is the end. This is the last one. Page of Wands. Ooh. Look at the background. Looks like pyramids. How can they allow this to happen? Page of Wands. New information coming. New growth. Something new. We get the Queen of Cups. Why couldn't I get that in the last reading? The Queen of Cups. She's got something in there in the cup that if she opens it up, it's a little secret in there. And we have celebration. Something's going to be exposed with this airplane, with this 747. Something's going to be exposed with this 747. It's going to give us a little celebration. Those of us with long hair. See, they all have long hair and wear dresses. Could be a robe. Okay, I'm sorry. Someone's going to need to defend themselves. There's a lot of information that's coming out, and they're still standing. And then they go, you know what? This is too much. I'm leaving. 8 of Cups. Walking away from sorrow. And then what happens? The final card. We get to go back to a simpler time. And if we're going back to a simpler time, does this card have anything to do with it? The spread I'm using is like a bowling spread. And so this is right underneath the Queen of Cups. There's some new information coming. The Queen of Cups has this information, as we've talked about before. It's going to be cause for celebration. It's going to cause somebody who's accepted this jet to walk away, and we're going to go back to a more innocent time, a simpler time. Wow. I'm going to leave it there. All right, thank you guys. I hope I can upload this. 2404. Okay, I like that number. All right, thank you guys for watching. Peace and love.